Here we go. Yay. So Heidi, are you stretching from Hawaii or are you, thanks Chelsea, or are you back? I feel like you're back, right? Oh yay, what a treat. I feel like of all the ones to jump in on, this one's so good for all the things. And then as we begin, so we have something for our back stretch, a ball, a pillow, a blanket. Oh my gosh. You have to be so tired, Heidi. And then go ahead and take that left foot, roll it over the bar. And then take it to the outside rim. And then the inside rim. You can just snooze through all of the stuff we're on our back for. And then dig into the heel. Oh, I love it. And then the arch. That is the one nice thing about coming home, huh? And then ball of the foot. As you come into the ball of the foot, knead into where each metatarsal connects into that landing pad. And then full roll. Now take that left foot, step it onto the floor, compare it to the right. So the left foot should melt into the ground just a little bit more freely, and then the right foot is still a little out of whack, and then we go over that right foot, dig in. Oh, so sweet. Missed you, Heidi. Always better when we're all together. And then outside rim. And inside rim. Not only trying to work out the kinks and the knots in there, but as you press into that, getting a little bit of blood circulated into all parts of the foot. And then dig into the heel. And the arch. If there's any part of the foot that needs a little bit more attention, spend that time, give it a little extra love. And then ball of the foot. Scrolling from the pinky to the big toe. And then go ahead, roll the whole foot. And then from there, let the bar go for a second. Set both feet down on the floor and compare those. They should just more easily root into the floor. That's what we're after. And then from there, we're going to come all the way down onto our back. As we do that, assessing our back gap first. I just realized that TV's on. You want to feel, so you're laying with your legs straight, feel behind. The length and the height of the space underneath your back, between your back and the mat. So you're trying to find how large that spacing is so that we can see your back grip sit super tight. We're going to try and let gravity release that, and then it should melt more into the floor. So bend your knees, lift your hips, place whatever obstacle you're using right under the sacrum, right under the tailbone, and then take your knees and let them drop out to the side. So right now your tailbone is elevated from that ball, and we're allowing the hip flexors to have just a little bit more gravity load to open up. And we carry a lot of stress in our hips, so you want to give that some time in each exhale. So as we inhale and then exhale a little bit longer, audible exhale out your mouth if you can. Release and let go of the weight of the legs. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Big breath in. As you exhale, heel toe your feet out. Let your knees drop in. Little IT band stretch on that. So once we come into those knees coming in, you could go one at a time, get a little deeper stretch one side than the next. You can let the weight of both equally fall towards the center line. Inhale. As you exhale, release the weight of your quads. Especially in that inversion, you're going to want to grip tight and not let it go. You're trying to release and give permission. Now on your next exhale, heel toe your feet to neutral. Let your knees come in towards you. That lets the lumbar spine lengthen a little bit, and then let the legs hang out. Inhale. As you exhale, close the legs, straighten your legs, flex your feet, and open. Inhale. Exhale, close the legs, bend the knees, and let the knees hang open. Inhale. Exhale, close the legs, straighten the legs, flex the feet, and open. With each set, try to get the legs closer and more over towards the head, folding more in half. Inhale. Exhale, close the legs, bend the knees, let the knees hang open. Last time. Take the feet together, place your hands on your ankles, and then use your elbows to press your knees outward, opening up the hips just a little bit. And then bring the legs back out, close, straighten, and then point and flex. Exaggerate that pull and press of the foot. And alternate. And circle. And reverse. Hold your feet flexed. Let the legs come out. Hands come on the inside and press away. Inhale. Exhale, come around the backside and pull. Inhale. Exhale, close your legs, bend your knees. Set one foot down at a time. Lift your hips, remove the ball, and then let your back roll into the mat. Straighten your legs, and then feel the after. So again, being intentional with that, paying attention to how big the difference from before and after was today, how tight your back was today, and then lift up, place the ball right under the shoulder blades and lay back on it. Oh, yay! That brings me so much joy. Now with the ball right underneath the sternum, open your heart. And in this space, taking advantage of this safe space to be super vulnerable. So this position, open through the heart, expanded through the chest. It's not where the body wants to go naturally because it's so exposed. So taking a moment to soak in not only the stretch and how good the stretch and that expansiveness is for the chemistry in our brain, but also that you have this safe space to explore what feels right in your body. Take the hands, cross them over, give yourselves a tight squeeze, right arm on top. And then unwrap. Big circle with the arms. And then bring the left arm on top. Tight squeeze. Unwrap. Big circle with the arms. Two more. Wrap it, right arm on top. Squeeze. So there's a reason why we don't just lay, but we actually connect and squeeze close in on the heart. And then unwrap. Big circle. Last time, wrap it, left arm on top. Unwrap. Circle. Once the hands come down to your side, roll yourselves off the mat and then off the ball, and then move the ball out of the way. Take your legs, open it so that you have that split stretch. You can keep the ball so that you have something to tease that forward knee with, or you take your fingertips and crawl the fingertips forward. If you feel good, it can be fingertips, hands, elbows, forehead. We're going to linger here for 3 breaths. With each exhale, so breathe in through your nose and then exhale out your mouth. And in that, with each exhale, see if you can let your torso, let your upper body fall a little closer to the floor. Big breath. And release, let it go. One more time, take a big inhale. An even longer exhale. Push into your hands, come back upright. Take your right hand under, left hand over. Yeah. For some reason, my body's super tight today, so I feel like it could serve us to all hold the stretches just a little bit longer and switch. So, I know I always watch this in double time, not myself, but other things, but you could also slow it down and stretch slower. Inhale. Exhale, come up nice and tall. Take that left leg tuck it in. Now from here, you're going to reach over with the left, and then put the left hand into the floor, reach over with the right. Tease it back and forth. And then as you come into that, you can stay as you are, or lift up onto that knee, and down, reach over, lift up. I'm sure it would. It does, when I watch them fast, it does make it higher pitched. So I'm sure it is.
I would be talking like this very
One more. If that would bring you joy, I could just talk like that. From here, take that right leg, cross it over. So the right leg crosses over the left, and then we bring that left arm over, press into the right thigh, twist the body down. When we do that, we're pressing the right hand into the floor to lift the sternum. So the body does well in movement. So in that, if I feel like I just can't get where I want with the stretch, release it and tease the stretch. Continue to move into it and see if you can get the mobility you're looking for. And then you may stay or we cradle that front leg. So I can just pick it up. I can take my elbow on that left side and rock it. We come into that position because then we can let go of the grip into that right leg and let it be held by the arms so that you can move around in that a little bit. Feel the freedom to sway it right to left, front to back, lean in and away. And then go ahead and pick it up and extend. Inhale. As you exhale, take that right leg, send it back, rotate over towards the left knee and come into pigeon. You can stay upright, you could reach back and grab that back leg, you can come all the way down. Inhale. Exhale, take your right hand, feed it underneath the left arm. Inhale. Exhale, come back up onto your hands. Dig your right toes into the floor. Lift the right knee and then pull that left leg up. Hang out in that low lunge for a second. You can walk your foot into that perfect placement to feel that stretch. Inhale. Exhale, come up into your crescent lunge so you have your feet. The wider they are apart, the more stable you'll be, the closer towards each other, towards the center line, the more challenging your balance will be. The hands come up. You're driving this right hip forward. And then take your left hand, gentle pull. Open the arms, twist. Take your back arm, spiral it back up and over, back bend. Reach back to the ceiling, open the arms, turn the back foot so that you come into warrior two. That left knee is bent, pushing the hands away. In that same mentality that we've been working on, preserving the space closest to our heart, the things that try and get into the space, being intentional with holding them and preserving the space closest to you, saying no thank you to those things that drain your energy, no thank you to the things that get in the way of you chasing your joy, and then come into peaceful warrior. Reach your fingertips, spread your hand. Now the left hand is up, the right hand is down, and if you want, you can wrap it onto the opposite ribs. Now open back up into warrior two. Take your front arm down. Big breath. Exhale, straighten your left knee. And soften your left knee. Come back up. Now take your right hand, spiral it back into crescent. Arms come down. Set your right knee down, left toes come out. So this is turned out on the front, and then twist and reach that left hand back behind you or hook it to the opposite ribs. Inhale. Exhale, bring it back to front. Crawl forward so that you can come back into that position on the other side. So now your right foot is tucked in, left leg is extended. You start your T's forward and back, side to side. I'm gonna see, I think I have to restart my tunes. There we go. Now lift up onto that hip. So as you come up this time, now you can lift up and reach over. Oh, yay, Lisa. One more. And then go ahead and take that left leg, bring it across. Oh, so good. That's the bright side. That's the bright side since you're still, poor thing, half asleep. Right arm presses into that left thigh. So hard because you get home and then it's not like you can fall asleep right away. Press into your left hand. Lift your sternum. Same thing we talked about before. If you're bound up, tease it a little bit, move side to side. Give it a little bit mobility to limber up and work through that fascial tissue and that joint tension. You may stay or pick up that left leg. Hold it in your hands. Oh, yay, Chels. Hook the foot in your elbow if you want and rock it. I really appreciate the commitment to settling our mind and our heart and doing something good for our body. I know it doesn't come easy for the majority of us, so I appreciate this time. Inhale. As you exhale, go ahead and take that left foot, extend it to Lisa's favorite. How you hold your foot, so the inside, the outside, the ball of the foot. How you hold your foot can change the stretch, so find what's most effective for you. Inhale. Exhale, take that left leg, send it back, twist over to the right. And that way, same thing, I could reach back and down my left foot. And then fall forward. Now take your left hand, let it underneath your right. Push back into your hands. Lift up with that back leg and pop up into a low lunge. Again, move around a little bit. You can hop that foot over and back. Find that position that feels right for you to get that release through the hip. And then lift up. Once we're upright, reach the hands over. Drive this hip forward. So your hip's going to want to tilt back. We're tucking that under and dropping it to get that nice long stretch through the hip flexor and quad. And then take your right hand, gentle pull on the left hand. Come back up. Open, twist to the right. Take that right hand, spin it, back up, back bend. Arms back up, open into the side, twist into warrior two, intentional right there. Again, no thank you to those things creeping back into your mind, creeping back into your heart. Take your right hand down, left hand up. Straighten that right leg. Spread your fingers. Soften that right knee. Lift it back up into warrior two. Intentional. And then peaceful warrior. One arm reaches down, one reaches up. Option to hook the rib. And back into peace or into warrior two. Now take that left hand, spin it, come into that crescent lunge. Arms come down. Drop the left knee, flatten the left foot, turn the right toes out. And then reach the right hand behind or hook it. Inhale. As you exhale, hands come back to the front. From there, spin it around so that you have your feet together. So you can come into that hip opener here with your feet together seated, or go ahead and pop up into that low squat position. And from there, you can bring the hands behind. You could have the hands in front. You could have the hands on the quads. Try and release and open up through those hips. Big breath. And then as we wrap up our time together, exhale, come back onto your back. So once we're there, your knees are together, tabletop legs. Move around a little bit, lubricating that hip, sacrum. And then take your knees, let them fall to the right. Take the arms, reach into the ceiling. Let them fall goalposts to the outer walls. Right hand, gentle pressure on the left thigh. Gaze goes over that left shoulder. Big inhale. As you exhale, roll over onto your bottom side, onto that right side if we're together on that. And then you have 90 degrees at the armpit, 90 degrees at the elbow, and then press with your top arm, that bottom arm down towards the floor. Lift up. And one more time, press it. Inhale. As you exhale, release it. Come back into that spinal twist. Straighten that bottom leg. Right hand presses on the left thigh. So now you have a different stretch with the bottom leg straight. And once again, look over that left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your left foot onto your right knee and come neutral, pulling that figure four stretch. Moving around a little bit in that. Bringing the right knee in, pressing the left knee out, flexing this foot. You may stay or take your left foot, bring it down into the ground. Your right hand threads through the thigh, pull the thigh towards you, and then your left arm reaches up, expansive from thumb to pinky, and then goalpost. Look over that left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center, knees come up to your heart. Tuck nice and tight. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your feet. And then I'm going to turn just so I can see this. You take the knees and drop them. Yes, I know, it's crazy. Our thumbs with our phones. And then, especially for those of you who have to use the mouse a lot, let the knees drop to the left. Take that left hand, press on the right thigh. Right arm comes up, goalpost. And then look over that right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Come onto that bottom side, 90 degree, and press. Release it and press it. Inhale. Exhale, release. Straighten your bottom leg. Take that left hand. Gentle pressure on the right thigh. Right hand comes up. Goalpost. Look over your right shoulder. This side is so much tighter. Can you hear all that going on out there? Inhale. As you exhale, come back to center. Place that right foot on the left knee, figure four stretch. So you're pulling the left knee in towards you, flexing this right foot to deepen the stretch, pushing the right knee out and away. Find what part of that deepens the stretch for you individually. And then take your right foot, let it come down. Hook the arm. Reach the right fingers, spread it. Goalpost it. And then look over that right shoulder. Inhale. Now bring the knees back to center. Rock front to back, side to side. And before we leave our mat today, let's lengthen out our legs. So if it would be more beneficial for you to do the foot, getting the circulation to the feet, the pinch of the toes, go for it. Otherwise, we're going to run through a quick body scan today, team. So your arms are out to the side, thumbs are out, palms are up. Relax your body, close your eyes. Get into a comfortable space. So if that means you need to use something to elevate your knees a little bit, if you need a pillow under there, if you need something under your tailbone, get into a position where you can let go of the gripping in the body. Take a big deep breath in. As you exhale, relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Feel the weight of that fall into the floor. If the shoulders are wanting to pull towards your center line from tight pecs, relax, let those go. Big deep breath. As you exhale, relax your ribs, your abdominals, and your hips. Feel the torso fall heavy into your mat. Inhale. As you exhale, relax your legs, your knees, your ankles, your feet, your toes. Feel that weight sink down into the floor just a little heavier. With the final minute we have left, give your body permission. It doesn't have to be responsible for anything right here. Release and let it go. Just like any contraction we do, when we let something go, we get to choose how we fire it back up. So when our body is gripped and out of alignment, or when our brain is gripping with false priorities, whatever that is, and we can let it go and start fresh, and we can be intentional with how we reconnect to come back into position. So being mindful of what still needs extra attention. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. On your exhale, whatever stress you can release mentally, emotionally, that could be fear, anxiety, stress, pressure, a comment. What can you release and let go of? One more time, big deep breath in. As you exhale in that space that you're clearing stress, clearing negativity, clearing what doesn't serve you, what are you going to fill in that space? Take a second to be proud of yourself. Take a second to be grateful for your personality, for all that your body can do, for the human you are. Fill that space with those things that are more intentionally positive and beneficial, and then the negative will fall away a little easier. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, blink your eyes open, bring your hands to your side, and then roll yourselves up as we come up into seated, loosening up into that upright position. Same intentionality, being really, really mindful of the body just wanting to grip right into the neck, right into the back, right into the hips. Give it permission to stay relaxed and let go. Rotate over. Oh, yay. Dig the toes into the floor, rock back. We intentionally come into this crouched position to rebirth, to grow and lengthen from the tiniest tucked little position down here, leaving the things that don't serve us, and then lifting the tailbone. Shake your head no, nod it yes, reset the fluid in your brain, roll yourselves up one bone at a time, connect your glutes, pull your abs in, roll your shoulders back and down so your heart's open, ending your power pose. Take a big deep breath in, arms up. And exhale, give yourselves a big hand. Excellent job today, team. Thank you so much for showing up and being here. Oh, yay. Yeah, I'm great at that, Lisa, at not letting go of false priorities, but making a whole list of things that aren't important and are not more important than the other things that I don't get to. So that's a constant recycle in the brain. Yay, Heidi. I hope you can get a nap today or go to bed super, super early. And then as we go into the rest of our day, being really intentional with that, where when those things start to creep back in, when our neck starts to get tight, when our body sends us those same messages. So oftentimes, especially when we're not in exercise, but just walking around through life or sitting at our desk, when you start to feel your neck tighten or your hands tighten or your knees tighten, what else is happening in your brain? Because those messages, if we start connecting them and paying attention, oftentimes our body is sending a message that something doesn't feel good or right, and that can be again coworkers, or it can be a lot of different things. But when we start to pay attention to what those things do in our bodies, then we can be better and more intentional and proactive with when we get that email, taking a big deep breath, exhaling what we don't need, resetting our body so we just don't train ourselves to stay locked in that trapped position. So it's the whole like pit bull, live life, don't let it live you. So it's being those we can't control, that those things are all going to be around us and within us, but we can control how we train our body and our brain and our heart to move through them. Me too. I'm not good at it, but I'm trying. I have trained my that cracks me up. That might be the first time his name was ever spelled that way. Oh, thanks, Chels. I've trained, what I started to say is my whole career, I've trained myself to ignore my, like, just do it anyway with body. Yes, that was a fun autocorrect. And so in retraining and telling my body to listen, telling my brain and my heart to listen to what my body's saying is a whole different ball game, and a lot more work than just doing a few burpees. So anyway, I love you, friends. Have a great day. I support you in all of that discovery. And it's way easier to just ignore. So I'm really proud of this team for wanting to cultivate that connection in our body. So practice, practice, practice. I love you. Have a great day, and I'll see you for Pilates tomorrow.